Criminal history died in the parking lot of a Largo Wing House. The sheriff tells us Richard Summers shot at deputies when they ordered him out of a car. They returned fire, killing him. Some of those bullets flew across busy Almerton Road, nearly hitting a woman as she sat in her SUV. Peter Bernard is on the night beat for us in Largo.
She's shaken up, but she'll be okay. Customers here at the Wing House watched as this drama played out right in front of them. Gio Santana shot this video from inside the Wing House moments after deputies opened fire on a man armed with a semi-automatic Glock who shot at them. The sheriff tells me Richard Summers, with a long history of arrests, including armed trafficking and drugs, had taken an Uber to a bank to get money to leave the country. At the Wing House,
he got out of the car with a gun in his hand and pointed at the cops, and the cops returned fire.
Summers died on the spot.
There was a round in one of the deputies' cars from where he fired. There were 6 detectives who returned fire.
No deputies were hit, but some of their rounds flew across Almerton Road, shattering this restaurant window and piercing Marianne Hamilton's SUV as she sat in the front seat. She heard shouting and then the sounds of gunfire.
I immediately fell sideways because I couldn't tell where or what direction it was.
The bullet entered the passenger side rear window, traveled to the other side, shattering the opposite window as it exited.
It's still registering with me that it was probably, a foot from my head. And, but it's a wake-up call.
The sheriff insists his deputies did what they had to do. He's thankful nobody else was injured.
When you're being shot at, you have to return fire, and as you're returning fire, you're hoping that all those rounds are going into the bad guy, but sometimes they don't.
Sheriff Bob Gualtieri tells me that Summers did not want to go back to prison. A bail bondsman had alerted the sheriff's office that he had jumped bail and did not show up for a bond hearing. In Largo, Peter Bernard, News Channel 8.